Well, happy Saturday, folks. The real Captain Kirk here. We're live from One Bethlehem Plaza here in downtown Bethlehem, Pennsylvania, here on the 30th of November. A blue sky, chilly day here for sure. Chilly, got 25 days until Christmas. Yikes. Again, it's the late Thanksgiving. You got a shorter shopping season ahead here. Hurricane season will be officially in the history books here as of today. And again, it was an active season with 18 named storms, 19 total systems. 5 landfalling hurricanes makes it the fourth most landfalls in 174 years of record. So very active in terms of landfalls and destruction and unfortunately deaths. But again, every metric was above average here for the 2024 hurricane season. Drought's making some improvement here. Recall back on 4 June here, we had very low drought. We had only about 26% of the country in dry to drought phases, map far right. We peaked here about early November here with 88% of the country in dry to drought phases. And then now with the rains and the shift in the pattern here, we're definitely seeing an improvement. We're down to about 74% of the country with dry to drought phases. So making improvement for sure. Even here in the Northeast, we've had a few inches of rain and tons of snow here inland. So that's helping our drought situation as well. Thought real quick, we talk about how we help big Fortune 500 companies. Again, we have about 120 Fortune 1000 clients, again, helping them with year-ahead weather and sales and predicting everything from inventory to allocation, marketing, advertising. So we got our power of 1 degree technology here. Every degree colder this time of year, there's about a 7% increase in battery sales. 10 degrees colder, 70%. Portable heaters are very volatile. Again, every degree colder, about a 10% increase in sales. So let's apply that here to this week coming up, 1 through 7 December. Very, very chilly here in the east. In fact, the east, tell two halves. The east is the coldest in some 14 years here in the east. So 6 degrees colder nationally than last year, coldest in 6 years. So apply that to these general rules of thumbs, and we got heaters up 60%, and auto batteries fail. When you've had a hot summer and then you have a cold winter, cold snaps, they can go up 42% here. So again, coffee, they're going to drink more coffee because it's cold out. So that's up about 12%. So again, that's how we help big Fortune 500 companies plan inventory, allocation, marketing, advertising, everything a year ahead, by week, by store, everywhere on earth. All right, back to the snow here. Again, snow cover here this morning picked up some steam here. We're at 25.4% of the country and covered in snow, picking up some snow here in the Northeast. Last year, only about 16% of the country, 16.7%. So again, average this time of year is 23, so we were actually above average in terms of snow cover. And see all that heavy snowpack building up there in Canada. That's good news because that's a source region for cold air. So if they have a lot of snow, we have a chance for a colder winter ahead here. Look at season date snowfall here through the 30th of November here. Again, NOAA's map. Again, it looks like a lot of heavy snow in the high elevations of the west, and then some picking up steam here in the upper Midwest, Great Lakes. Going to be adding feet of snow here downwind of the Great Lakes here the next couple days. This is a world-to-date, season-to-date snowfall here again. So all those purples are in the 4, 5, 6, 7 plus feet of snow. And again, if we look at this trend versus last year, again, everywhere across pretty much the northern hemisphere here is a 300% or more snowfall than last year. A little bit less in pockets of in the Midwest, central Great Lakes, but again, picking up some ground here with heavy lake effect snow kicking in now. Last week, world summer here ending today here in the U.S. A little bit misleading. 3.5 warmer than last year. 15th coldest in 39 years, so below average for sure. Now, this big map is the trends versus last year. But the really, really cold weather started moving in at Thanksgiving. So again, the Thanksgiving weekend here in the U.S. overall is the coldest in over 40 years. So again, the cold air swept off the East Coast here Thanksgiving. Looking at rainfall, up about 8% over last year. Still 7th driest in 39 years. Snowfall down 18%. Less than last year, 20th least, so near average for snow, but again, kicking up big time here across the Great Lakes. Maps set left are the trends versus average. We look at this week here, the first full week of meteorological winter. 1 through 7 December is getting off to a cold start this year, unlike the previous 4 years or so. So here in the U.S., 6.1 cold in the last year, colds in 6 years, 16th colds in 39 years. Now, again, that's a little misleading because here in the east, we're about the colds in 14-some years. Warmest in 10 years out in the west. So it's mixing the two, warm west, cold east. Looking at snowfall, up about 95%, most in 5 years. Still a little bit below average, again, but very heavy there in the Great Lakes, interior northeast. Rainfall down 51%, 7th driest in 39 years. We look at next week here, again, getting into mid-December here, running out of time here for Christmas. Still same general trend, maybe not as warm in the west, but again, still cold east. So the pattern is definitely favoring the east here through at least mid-month. 5.8 colder than last year nationally, coldest in 6 years, 18th coldest in 39, so again, below average temperatures for the U.S. overall. Snowfall again up about 176%, 18th most in 39 years, so near average. Again, all that heavy snow potentially in the Great Lakes, Midwest, interior, Northeast. We'll see again a couple systems here that could bring some light accumulating snows to our areas here, like in eastern PA. Rainfall down about 35%, dries in 7 years, seventh dries in 39 years. So again, we just aggregate these two world outlook trends here through the 14th. Again, cooling off a bit in Europe. Again, they had a really hot week here, cold and a hot week, and now maybe getting back to a little more seasonable. Same general trend here is cold eastern North America and warm in the west. And if we aggregate the precip trends here, again, good news again, a lot of heavy snowpack there going across Canada. So again, that sets the stage for colder temperatures here this winter. We may actually get a little bit of a lull, maybe week 3 in the U.S., and then maybe we'll get another cold invasion here for the latter week around Christmas into New Year's here in the U.S. Precip map inset left there. So again, some good news for Brazil. They're getting some rains in their crop regions for their main crops that are going in down under. So that, folks, we hope you have a great week ahead here, and we will talk to you again this time next week.